reaction, big announcement by Bihar Deputy CM Samraj Chaudhary about the complete exemption of GST on insurance premium. So I'm joined by insurance industry's veteran ex-member of IRDA, Nilesh Sathe. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to ET Now. So what's your first reaction? Very big announcement, or we can say that after the meeting, Samraj Chaudhary has made it clear that government is intending to give a complete exemption on insurance premium, and which mainly means health insurance and term insurance premium.
I'm extremely happy. Honestly, let me tell you, I have been following it up even when I was member IRDA. In one of the meetings, I had said that charging 18% GST on life, that is term life and health, is atrocious, which was not taken in right spirit by people. They said, you have used a very harsh term. But I'm very happy that the follow-up which has been done by you people, as well as the demand that was raised, is finally culminating into removal of GST on term life and health for everybody. This is again very important. But then again, we will have to wait and see, because this is just a group of ministers which has recommended to governing to the GST Council. Finally, the GST Council will have to call.
And has recommended it, but this now will come to GST Council, and GST Council will look upon all the aspects. So one important aspect is related to the input tax credit. So presently at 5% or below 5%, there is no input tax credit available to insurers, and insurers also have other expenses for which they claim input tax credit. So for very long, the recommendation or wish of insurance industry was that the GST should be brought from 18% to 12%. Then only we would be able to pass on to the customer. So there are few calculations also that if a GST is brought at 5% or below 5%, then insurance premium may go up also. So upfront it would be like that there is a reduction in GST, but at the end policyholder may end up paying more premium also.
No, see, the issue is there are many insurance companies, especially the private insurance companies, which take into account the input tax credit while arriving at the premium. Means when a plan is designed, there are various assumptions which are made. One of the assumptions is how much input tax credit will get out of the premium which is paid. Now, obviously, if input tax credit is withdrawn, in the sense, as you rightly said, if the GST rate is below 12%, then no input tax credit is available. Obviously, here it is going to be 0%, so no income tax credit will be available. So there is a possibility that all these plans where it was significantly observed that substantial amount of premium is coming, there is a possibility that premium may go up slightly. But again, there is nothing to worry about it. Ultimately, even if the premium goes up, it is not going to go up significantly. It will be slight increase. It may be slight increase. I'm not saying it will be. There is a possibility if it can be absorbed into profits of the company, then companies may not even decide to increase the premium to be competitive, because term rates and health rates are very competitive. So don't be under that impression that it will go up substantially 18 to 20% or anything. It may go up slightly if at all insurance companies they find that because of this loss of input tax credit, they are going to have a substantial loss in marketing these plans. Then only they may withdraw the plans and come out with a new plan, taking into account no input tax credit is available. But whatever it is good that it is withdrawn totally.
Okay. Sir, because just now while we were hearing Telangana finance minister, a question was asked that complete exemption would be for senior citizen only, but he clarified not for senior citizens, but for everyone, because till now the previous recommendation of group of ministers was that for health insurance up to sum assured of 5 lakh for senior citizen and for term insurance. So these were the previous recommendations. So what actually has changed between in last 7-8 months? So now the complete now the intent is to complete exemption on term insurance and on health insurance.
Yeah, actually, if you just go through some data which is available in public domain, the amount of GST collected on insurance premium was just 5,000 crore 5 years before, which has gone up to 19,000 crores last year, which is quite significant. And that also indicates that the amount of premium collected is also going up substantially. Without that, GST would not have gone up. Now, the issue is there is a possibility that some states probably may have loss on this account to a great extent, while some may not have much. Now it is for the GST Council to work on how these states will be compensated, because they will definitely say that this is going to be lost to us, 2,000 crores, 3,000 crores. Maybe Maharashtra may have a loss of 5,000 crores if my estimate is right. So they will have to be compensated some way or the other by the GST Council. But what I mean to say is it was not necessary to have GST on life and health, because these are necessities of life. And when government cannot provide full health cover through social security and also the term cover through social security, when somebody else is providing, why should we tax the policyholders? So that was not good. The citizen need to be protected, and if insurance companies are doing that, let them do it. But then there is no reason for state to raise revenue out of it. So that was my intent right from the beginning, and I have a smile on my face that at least the government, at least the group of ministers have recommended total removal of GST.
So you are among very few insurance industry professional who are happy about this announcement, because I have spoken to a couple of insurance industry leaders. They are not ready to speak on camera, but not a single leader is happy about the complete exemption. And everyone is saying that exemption will not help and the premium may go up and there will be no benefit to policyholders. And sir, you also said that premium may increase, not substantially, but a few percentage. But sir, if premium increases by few percentage also, then what's the benefit to the policyholder? There is no benefit to the policyholder.
I will give you an example. Suppose you have got a health insurance of 10 lakhs. You pay premium of say 1 lakh rupees per annum. Okay, for 10 years you are going to pay going forward. Every year on 1 lakh, you are being charged 18,000 as GST. Indirectly, how much money is going from your pocket? 20% extra. Now, suppose you have a claim. The claim will be settled for 10 lakhs. But what you have paid in 10 years is not 10 lakhs. That is not 1 lakh per annum. It is 1 lakh 18,000 per annum, which means 18,000 into 10, 1 lakh 80,000 has gone from your pocket, but you have not been benefited at all, because you have been compensated only with 10 lakhs. So indirectly, when you have lost 18%, suppose I say that instead of that, as against 1 lakh 18,000 which was going from your pocket, now I will be charging you 1 lakh 3,000. Fair enough.
So sir, you mean to say that perception point of view, it will help policyholder, because many of us were not happy with the 18% GST, and I have met a few senior citizens also. They always used to complain that due to 18% GST, they have stopped their health insurance policy, because why to pay 18% GST? So in a way, you mean to say that perception will also improve, and overall health insurance penetration or term insurance penetration can increase by offering a 0% GST, because when you will have that receipt of your insurance premium payment, presently on 1 lakh rupees, you see that 18% I have paid in a form of GST, but you may end up paying the same 1 lakh rupees, but you will have that 0% GST or negligible GST on that premium receipt.
You are right. This will definitely help the insurance industry to grow further. I'm 100% sure about it, because people will be more happy to pay slightly more. See, one perception again is the term insurance rates in India are one of the lowest in the world. Can you imagine? So even if it goes up by 5%, it doesn't make a difference. Term insurance rates are absolutely low in India.
Okay, sir. And sir, do you think that going ahead, the GST Council will also accept this 0% or complete exemption, or we can have some terms and condition like that it is allowed only for senior citizen, not for everyone, or only for policies up to 5 lakh rupees of sum assured?
See, normally what happens, whatever are the recommendations of group of ministers, they are accepted by GST Council. This is what generally happens. Because otherwise, what is the point in appointing group of ministers? If at all their recommendations are not to be accepted by GST Council, then better scrap it. So, in my view, once it is recommended by group of ministers, uh, probably the GST Council will think of the states which are objecting on 0% GST on term insurance, that is life and health. How do they compensate them? But I have no doubt that the recommendations of group of ministers will be set aside or some major modifications will be done in that. I don't
Okay,
think
sir.
so.
So you are very much confident that the recommendation of a group of ministers will be accepted, and going ahead, we may see 0% GST on health insurance premium, term insurance premium. So, sir,
Yes.
till the time it get implemented, because we are seeing in other industries, other sectors like in automobiles or consumer durables, I was speaking to few dealers. They are saying that after the 15th August, in our showroom, no one is coming because everyone is hoping that, okay, GST rate will come, and if we are
You're
going to
right.
buy 20 lakh rupees car, after the new rates, we may end up saving 1 lakh or 2 lakh. So till the time this implementation starts, so that till that time we'll see that monthly figures of insurance industry will not be that great.
You are absolutely right. Actually, this is what I have been saying, that once the announcement is made that government is likely to reduce the GST, there has been a slump in the market. The premium growth in insurance is almost stagnated because people are waiting. What you say is right, because we do not know whether it will be from retrospective date or prospective date. What government takes a call. So suppose I take a policy today and pay 18% GST, and tomorrow the GST is made zero. Whether I will continue to have to pay 18% going forward as well, whether my premium will go down. So all these apprehensions are there in the minds of people. So they wait and watch. Heaven is not going to fall if I'm going to wait for a few months. So
But
what you say is
for the
right. People have been
policyholder,
waiting for
for
decision to be
term
taken.
for term insurance policyholders, means there will be a big relief, whatever premium, whatever rate is decided, because for term insurance, the pricing remains same for next 25, 30, 40 years. So they will certainly will get benefited, because
Correct.
presently if somebody is paying a premium of 10,000 and the 18% GST is removed, so for next many years they will be paying less amount of premium which they were paying for previous years.
You are absolutely right.
But sir, in health insurance, how much time do you think that companies will take to adjust the new rates?
I think they will take a review at the end of 1 year, not immediately. It will not be that when this is made effective from the next day itself, the premiums will go up. It will not happen like that. They will take a review, the extent to which they can absorb this loss of input tax credit. And based on that, they will again work out, because then they will have to revise the premium rates with the approval of IRDA. And so I think it may happen if at all companies decide to increase the premium rates. They may increase, not immediately, but after 6 months or a year, not so soon.
Sir, IRDA can also intervene in this issue, because we are in a free pricing regime. And if insurance companies are not giving benefit to policyholders after the reduction of GST, in how much insurance regulator IRDA can intervene or government can intervene and force insurance companies to pass on the complete benefit?
See, so long as existing plans are concerned, those plans, so long as are not withdrawn, they will continue to have a benefit of reduced premium rate. without GST, of course, because going forward, no GST is to be paid. The companies which think that this is going to be a heavy burden on us on account of loss of revenue of input tax credit, they will have necessarily to withdraw the existing plans and come out with new plans, for which IRDA permission will be required. And when they submit their calculations, mathematics as we say, to IRDA how premium is arrived at, IRD always looks closely on whether you are making, you are estimating high level of profit, or your estimates on mortality are right or wrong, your estimates on expenses are right or wrong, or the next assumption is on interest. So all these assumptions are looked into very closely by IRDA, and if they find that you are unnecessarily passing on burden to the policyholders because your profits are to be kept intact, then IRDA may intervene and say nothing doing. You will have to reduce the premium rates to this extent. IRDA does intervene. It's not that IRDA allows insurance companies to fix the rates as per their sweet will. It doesn't happen.
Okay, so IRDA will intervene if insurers are not passing benefit to policyholders. So my final question before I let you go, according to you, sir, how much insurance penetration can improve after this complete exemption, especially in term insurance, because term insurance penetration is very less in India. And recently, when you joined our Insurance Mantra show, the inaugural episode of Insurance Mantra show, you said that before health insurance, one should go for term insurance. So after the announcement or after the final decision of a complete exemption, how much term insurance penetration can increase in India, and overall that will help in increasing the insurance penetration?
See, the fact remains that there is a huge protection gap in India. How much insurance do you need and how much do you have? The difference between the two is called protection gap. Now this gap is bridging year after year. That is, more and more people are considering taking insurance for higher sum assured. More and more people are thinking of moving on to term insurance plans. So the protection gap is getting reduced. Now, penetration is something which is calculated a bit differently. Total premium received to GDP ratio. Now, term insurance premium is pretty low. People have been investing in insurance plans because there was tax relief, ATC concession was there, maturity was tax free and all that. But over a period of time, these additional incentives have gone. And with more and more awareness and education, I will say insurance awareness as well, people are switching over from savings oriented plans to term plans, that is pure term plans. In pure term plan, the premium is pretty low. So obviously, it will be difficult for insurance companies even to retain the existing 3.7 to 4% penetration, because going forward.
Yes, sir. So it will help, sir. You mean to say that penetration numbers will not reflect, but number of life protected or protection gap will improve after the complete exemption.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time and explaining the impact of GST reduction or GST exemption on insurance premium. Thank you for joining us, Nilesh Sathe, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.